Hello, everyone. Wow, it certainly has been a long time since I got on to do one of my video journal/journeys. In fact, I think in 2019, I only maybe did at the most 9 of them. I could be wrong. But anyway, I have decided to do one per week for 2020. I'm going to commit myself to that. So I want you to hold me to it. If you're not seeing my videos, reach out to me and say, we are expecting your video, Tanya. But I appreciate I've gotten some feedback from individuals about certain topics for me to discuss on these videos. So that was exciting because for the past several years I've asked for input about what should I record on my videos and never got anything. So I did this time, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm just going to start off this one by talking about a subject I mentioned at my Moon Sister Circle last Friday, which was the two things that I feel really changed my life, really turned my life around, that I do on a daily basis. Because maybe if you try it, it might help you turn your life around as well. And those two things are daily gratitude and meditation. And so I'll talk about that a little bit. The daily gratitude, some of the things that I do or have done in the past. So initially, how I started was every night before bed, I would write down 3 things that I was grateful for that happened that day. Or it doesn't have to necessarily be something that happened that day, but 3 different things every night that I was grateful for before I went to bed. And then from there, I started doing a morning giving gratitude every morning. So what I do for that one is I set my alarm for 5 minutes earlier than what I really need to when I really need to be up to get ready for the day. And so I know a lot of people hit snooze, 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 snooze. Well, that's a bad idea anyway, and maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. But you really don't want to head into your day begrudgingly, meaning like, I gotta get up and do this again. And that's just how you start your day, and then your whole day kind of reflects that attitude. And so I think it's important every day to begin your day with the attitude of gratitude. So I set my alarm 5 minutes prior to when it's necessary for me to be up and ready for the day, start getting ready for the day. And then I lay in bed. I do not get out of bed. In fact, I still keep my eyes closed. And I just, for 5 minutes until my actual alarm goes off, I set my alarm for the regular time. So I have 5 minutes straight where I'm just giving gratitude to the universe. Dear universe, thank you for this, that, and the other thing for 5 minutes. You can think of plenty of things to give gratitude for 5 minutes. And then your alarm goes off. You might not be quite finished, so you can finish what you're wanting to say and then get up for the day. Lastly, I created this gratitude jar, and it's just a jar. I put a hole in the top with these little pieces of paper, and I just started that this year. Every morning while I'm sitting having my breakfast before work, I write on one little slip of paper just one thing that I'm grateful for. And I'm going to have 365 of those by the end of the year. And so it'll be my goal at the end of the year to read through those and look at all the different things that happened to me over the year that I had to be grateful for. Now back to the meditation portion. People get really intimidated when you start talking about meditation. And I understand that because it's very new. It was very new for me when I started it. In fact, I grew up in a religion. I didn't grow up in a religion. I can't even think of the word, but I became a different religion. I can't think of that word for whatever reason. As an adult, different from what I was as a child, and in both religions, meditation was never talked about, but in the second religion, it was actually shunned. Like, do not do that. Do not open your mind, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to get into the reasoning because it was crap and just programming and people putting things into my head to believe the way they want me to believe and to disconnect me from my source. And so that's what meditation does for me. It gives me a direct connection to source. You could call that source God. You could call it your higher self, your higher power, the universe, creator. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. But anyway, that's what meditating does. It gives you a direct connection. So you could kind of think about it this way. When you're praying, you are expressing yourself to that higher power. But when you are meditating, you are receiving information. You're opening the lines of communication to receive information rather than to give. When you're praying, you're giving information, you're expressing your wants possibly, you're expressing your gratitudes possibly. So this is the reverse of that. This is opening yourself up to get an input of information. And you may not feel like you're getting that information right at that time while you're meditating, but what it does is it opens your mind and your eyes and your ears and all your senses up to receiving input throughout the day. Because now you've requested, you've opened that line of communication, like show me what I need to know throughout the day. And that happens through meditation. So it starts really simply. You can start off just for 30 seconds, just quieting your mind. And every time your mind starts to wander, just accept that. Say, oh, I understand that's an important thought. I could think about you in 5 minutes. I can think about you in 30 seconds. Thank you for giving me that thought. Oh, I have an itch. Thank you for letting me feel that. I took care of it. Now refocus your mind onto the meditation. Just start out for 30 seconds. Acknowledge your breath. Just like breathe in, breathe out for 30 seconds and focus on nothing but that. That is a form of meditation. You could be meditating while you're doing dishes. Anytime you're focusing on one thing and one thing only and not allowing your mind to wander, or when it does begin to wander, you bring it back to that one thing. That's meditation. So start out 30 seconds, build up to 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and on to an hour, however long you choose to do it at that time. But that really helped me to be a calmer person in my life, less reactive, more patient. So try those 2 things and see if they don't help you out. Sending love, light, and healing energy. As always, ask that you pay it forward. Until next time. Peace.